Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And before the ABL day rolls over, I wanted to test out Polaris with a tier 3 build here. So we're going to go ahead and use her. We're using a proc right now. I want to test her with a proc and a rage. Of course, I think rage is going to be better for her, but I definitely did want to test this out anyways, just to see how well she can proc, which seems to be not too well. But also how much damage she can do. So right now we're not doing too well on the procs. We've hit like one and missed a bunch. The nice thing is she can cancel, so you do have that going for her. We're gonna try to proc on the 4, cancel 5, and then cancel with the 3 here. We're just gonna pop the 6. I honestly, on second thought, after seeing this, I don't think you really want to try her with a proc. You'd have to very carefully delay her first rotation, but then you want to slam down this, and then that. Okay, you can see the damage can be really good if you can land the proc. I just think it's very difficult, and I wouldn't recommend it. Actually, it's not bad. We still missed somehow. I don't know. It's not bad though. We're at 500,000. There, okay, we nailed it on the 6. So you're basically procking on 4, cancel 5, or 4, cancel 5, cancel 6. There, we missed. yeah, I don't think she's very proc friendly. I would say she's probably like a 4 out of 10 on the proc meter, in terms of how easy it is to proc with her and how consistent she is to proc, whereas 10 out of 10 is a character that you can always land the proc with, and a 0 out of 10 is a character that you can never land the proc with. I wouldn't say she's like a never land the proc with type character, but she's certainly, especially with the way that the mobs work, in ABL spawning every time you clear them out, the chances of you being able to consistently land your proc with those mobs around is very low. Very low. So yeah, we're just gonna do this here. Yeah, we actually lost. What happened? What? I think she only has, wow, okay, she only has the hit, the fracture hit on the very beginning. I think I pressed it just a little bit early, just a tad early. But yeah, this is not fun. We're barely cracking 1,000,000. I wouldn't, like, if you're gonna build a Polaris for ABL, I'd give her a rage. I wouldn't try to make this work with a proc. It's pretty miserable. You can definitely play this better, but you're gonna have a lot of like just bad times. Like, you can see the 6 kill lasts so long that it can trigger her next proc easily. Yeah, and then plus if you're waiting around to line up procs, you're also putting yourself in danger of getting hit. And Surtur actually does a lot of damage. Yeah, no, this is pretty garbage. We're gonna rerun this with a rage, because this is kind of a worthless score. A bit of a whale problem here. I actually don't have any more regular rages, so we're gonna give her a mighty that just has the 16% attack and defense. So it is technically better than a regular rage, but it's only an extra 16% attack better than a regular rage. It's not, you know, out of the park, you know, massively better. But the rest of the build is very straightforward. We just have the 8 energy attack Urus, no artifact, and it's stage 12 power of Angry Hulk. So the rest of the build is very straightforward, and then the stats are looking like this. We have everything capped except for crit damage, which, as you can see, is 40% under capped. That's where there's going to be difficulty in her build. She's going to need Odin's Blessings if you're going to use her as an alternative to Storm, or, you know, Psylocke, Betsy, etc., because she doesn't have a uniform, so she's missing those stats. And so, you know, I can't really play around much. Really, the only thing I can do is reroll her 4th gear, but if I reroll it off of dodge, I'll have to give her dodge Urus. So you pretty much have to deal with one or the other. Just for the sake of this testing, because I'm running out of time, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right back in with a rage and just see how she works, see how she goes. I gave her the Jubilee team up just because of the energy attack, and because I didn't want to give her Storm, because Storm's level 80. If Storm strikes for her, it's going to skew her score more, plus Storm has a Reforged Rage, also going to skew the score more. Technically, Polaris' best team is this one right here. But again, I was thinking, you know, there's so many premium characters here. It's like all 3 premiums, and you're only doing this for an extra 10% attack. So if you have Jubilee, it's actually only a difference of 5%. So I actually kind of like this one. I was considering running with Rogue, because I'm guessing that's where most players are probably going to use, because they just don't have many other mutants. But yeah, let's see how she works now that I can delay cancel all of the skills. Let's see how this looks here. Okay, pretty solid so far. We're going to delay cancel this, delay cancel this, delay cancel this, and then go. Wow. Her rage proc was actually really late to activate, which I'm kind of surprised about with all these hits. But there we go. We're already at 500k. Very nice. He's going to jump to the middle. Now, for the sake of this, we're going to start the proc, but we're not going to press 3 until that's available. Yeah, it's a bit wonky. We probably should have waited. But now we can go into the next rotation here with just 5 and 4 and the end of 6. And then we can start the next rotation here and now. Yeah, she definitely has a little bit of a problem procking her rage. As you can see, it's even with mobs around, it's very rarely on time right away. But we're already at 1 million, so I'm liking that much. And yeah, this is a much easier way to play her. She looks way cooler now that you can see all the beams and things. I think this is the way to go with her, rather than struggling trying to proc and worrying about the proc. And the damage speaks for itself. Obviously, rage is best for this type of game mode to begin with, but you can see here the lingering damage from 6 doesn't actually hurt us very much. I mean, you can see she's got pretty long cooldown, so I do have to wait a little bit. But we're already over 2 million, so this is much, much better in terms of damage, in terms of playstyle. It's much smoother, and the effect is, you know, the result, I should say the result is also much better. Squeeze in one more tier 3. The AoE is kind of sad on her tier 3, to be honest. We already procced, so we might as well just throw these out there and then wait for that. This is going to proc our next one. Okay. Not the ideal scenario, but we can go into 6 now. But yeah, you can see here the range is just not, like, the AoE is not very good. Yeah. Kind of wish the AoE was better. Everything else is good. I like to position myself between the wall and Surtur in case he decides to just dip. No rage proc there. Still no rage proc. Wow. That took a very long time. Okay. Yeah, okay. Still no rage proc. Okay, so it's very, very late. Repeatedly. Okay, it's truant. Okay, we got it here. Nice. Can we hit 3 million? Getting hit during the tier 3, which is kind of annoying. He keeps running away, and you can see the AoE is not that good on her skills, so he keeps kind of interrupting her combo. I don't think we can get to 3 million. I think with a better run, with a luckier run, we could get to 3 million. Yeah, 284 is not bad. It's not great. It's not, as you can see, it's not a competitive alternative to Storm. That's my Storm run at level 80, not even tier 4, just level 80. So she's doing, like, you know, double what Polaris is doing there, with a similar build, besides the rage being one step higher. Brilliant versus a mighty. But yeah, you need Polaris ideally you'd have Polaris anyways, because the team that I ran with to get that 5.4 million was this team here. So Polaris is definitely a must build for mutants if you're looking to push your scores, or even just make your mutants stronger, because she has that crazy lead and support. She's basically just a better version of her father Magneto, at least for now, wink wink, because of the polarity effect support. As far as being a standalone character, yeah, it's an alternative to Storm if you didn't buy her uniform, for sure, and we can definitely bump that score up. We can probably hit maybe 3.5 million on a really good run if we can cap out her crit damage. Missing 40% crit damage is not insignificant, so don't think that her score is kind of like capped at 3 million for me. I can probably, again, with a better run, better RNG with where he goes, because the AoE on her skills is kind of small, you could probably push her with my build to at least like a 3.5 million. Maybe some really skilled ABL players, ABX players can hit 4 million. I don't know. That would be really impressive. There's also a reward at 4 million, which is why I mentioned that as a benchmark. But yeah, not too blown away by Polaris, but at least in ABL. But also, you know, we don't really have a lot of options, so beggars can't really be choosers in that sense. Like, after those two, it's a pretty big drop off to the rest. So yeah, anywho, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.